I said this years ago, that we would see, that you and I would see the coming together of the new financial system. They would form Voltron. They would all come together to form one massive system. Now, a few months back, we saw Ripple and Hedera come together in some sort of regulatory alliance in Europe. And who knows how that's going to expand. We've seen Ripple come together with a lot of these other entities like SBI, Uphold. Right. Now we're seeing this. This article is titled Brad Garlinghouse and Charles Hoskinson Explore Partnership. Could be powerful. I'm telling you right now, things are looking good. The Bankcoin companies have always known this is the way it was going to be. They're at the forefront. They have the opportunity to dominate in 2025 at some point. We may have absolute regulatory clarity. That's a lot of money that's about to be made. Ooh, some people make some money right now. They did. They took profit. That's why everything went a little bit red. I told you, I know. And here's the funny part about what's going on right now. People haven't even seen what is about to be. And you know what's actually very interesting. It's happening faster than I anticipated. It is. I did not expect Bitcoin to fly past night. It was wait. Let me just see. I want to just make sure of the numbers that I say before I say it. Let's type in Bitcoin current price. Let's see what's doing right now on the spot. Then we'll get back to this XRP Cardano because it's all tied together. Rising tide raises all ships, and these ships are going higher and higher. This is nothing. A little pullback. People want some money. Let me be excited one moment. Yeah, so Bitcoin is down to $88,685. No big deal. Wait until people see, not financial advice, what's coming in the future. Oh, the future is so bullish. But wait, someone else is saying that today. We're going to get to that. But don't worry, we got a lot of good articles today. We're going to get to that. Someone else is telling you what Alpha Neiman's been saying. They're telling you the future of crypto overall is bullish. And I love every second of it because I've been saying it for so long. I love when other people start saying it because they're seeing the truth. In my humble opinion, that's how I feel. It's the truth. Now, back to this article right here. Brad Garlinghouse and Charles Hoskinson are looking at a partnership. Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, Charles Hoskinson, founder of Cardano. Two of the most powerful blockchains on the planet. Two of the absolute best blockchains on the planet. And let me tell you something, Cardano made some money before. And I expected to make big money again. Yeah, I took profit very quickly in that 2021 bull run when it came to Cardano. I don't have any Cardano right now, but I'm not opposed to making some money off of it for sure. But wait, have confirmed that they are in discussions to form an alliance in the cryptocurrency industry, which is exploding right now. Little, we pull back. We pull back. Had to say it twice for emphasis. Yesterday, industry veterans acknowledged the development during an X exchange in an X post. Hoskinson revealed that he spoke with Garlinghouse and praised him as a great and extremely collaborative CEO. This is why you can't believe the show that people put on. The way that Charles Hoskinson has spoke about XRP in the past, you would think he may have a problem with XRP. The mighty XRP. He may have a problem with Ripple, but he doesn't. Don't buy into the show. Don't buy into the illusion. Let's stick to the information that's coming out, the partnerships. Let's see where everything is going, where it's heading. We can see the congealing coming. This is why we got to stay focused and not emotional. Disregard the illusion. To look at this. They may come together. Right. That money is getting bigger and bigger. I'm telling you, they're looking for absolute domination. They see that they don't step on each other's toes. They complement each other. But wait, let's keep going. Let me cook. This was just today. Maybe tomorrow might be calmer. I don't know. Notably, he voiced optimism for the future, implying a collaboration between the two ecosystems. Make it happen. You know it's inevitable. Together, the new financial system will dominate the banks, which are hurting. This is why you got Robert Kiyosaki running all over the place talking about the banks collapse has begun. I've been talking about the bank collapsing, the system collapsing for almost 2.5 years. We witnessed it. We saw what happened in, Oklahoma recently. We saw the list of the thousands upon thousands of banks that are at risk. They're hanging on by a lifeline, by a thread. We know that. Absolute crypto blockchain domination is at hand. It's possible. It's not a guarantee. Possible. You want to win? Got to stay positive. Got to believe. Got to stay on the facts. But domination, we're going by the facts. Domination is right there. Woo. Oh, man. How many of you out there? I'm pretty sure a lot of you made some good money recently. I'm pretty sure. Like, not financial advice. I'm just saying, I know how you are. I know you're good at what you do. I know you were some of those people taking profit. It's looking good, wasn't it? All right. So now, notably, he voiced optimism for the future, implying a collaboration between the two ecosystems. Make it happen. Get it done. No, there is no system stronger than us. Right now, the legacy system is weak and for the taking. Don't believe me? Don't worry. We're going to get to some articles. Don't worry. So now, let's jump to this little tidbit here. Sometimes I give a lot of my thoughts. Sometimes I stick more closely to reading the articles, different things at different times. We got to flow naturally, folks. Ripple custody's role in the $20 trillion digital asset market. But wait, David Schwartz let us know everything runs through XRP. Wait a minute. When we're custodying their assets and then they choose to move it with speed, what do you think they're going to have to use when they're using the XRPL? You don't think that XRP is going to come into play? Of course it is. Of course it is. Hey, listen, folks out there, if you're going to do things like this, sometimes you got to make it entertaining. With blockchain reshaping financial services, I believe I'm entertaining. I don't know about you. Somebody out there's like, get back to the crypto. I'm not entertained at all. I don't control that. Crypto exchanges are witnessing an unprecedented shift. How many times people got to tell people this? How many pros have to actually say this? Oh, man. As industry analysts forecast, the 10% of global assets will be tokenized by 2030. Do the people understand what's coming with RWA? This is just a fact. Those prices have the possibility to explode, to skyrocket. Oh, man, I'm feeling too good right now. But, we appreciate when the energies are, slanted in our favor, for sure. Ripple custody emerges as a pivotal player. Pivotal. For exchanges eyeing growth. And we can deploy it easier than everyone else can. In the legacy system, that's our competition, not other Bitcoin companies. Every Bitcoin company, we're like this. We're holding the door open. Get in here and eat. Get in here at the table and eat. Get in here, Quant. Get in here, Flare. Get in here, Solana. Chainlink. Eat, eat, eat. There's enough food on the table, enough money on the table for everyone. All of these bank coins to explode. Crazy part is, some of them are looking pretty good as far as the setup, and we haven't even been unleashed yet. Just my humble opinion. Ripple Solution arms exchanges with the confidence to manage tokenized assets via institutional grade, secure infrastructure, opening the door to new models of revenues. It ranges from asset management to stablecoin issuance to tokenizing real world assets, ripe for customization. That customization is really, really where a lot of value is going to be, whether it's this or interoperability, certain personalized infrastructures for regional digital currencies, local digital currencies, CBDCs. Let them customize everything until they can't customize it anymore. No, you know why? Because that means that they're not going to be compatible with other systems. And thus, they need a connector piece. That's us. Run it through XRP, run it through Chainlink, run it through Solana, and that's going to equal a lot of value. Not financial advice, a lot of value, possible value coming to the chain. And those native currencies, Solana, Chainlink, XRP, as examples, there's many more, exploding. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here for that money. We didn't even get to taking the bank money yet. We're just, oh, man. People aren't ready. They're not ready yet. They're not. They think they know. They don't really know. Opening the door to new models of revenues. Make sure you read all these articles yourself. Don't just take my word for it. I'm not here to tell you. I'm not here to convince you of anything. I'm just here to share my opinion and give you the news. That's all. All right. Ripe for customization. It supports exchanges and scaling to capture this $20 trillion digital asset opportunity. Oh, man. Future's looking really, really bright right now. If it changes, it changes. As of right now, it looks brilliant. As institutions enter the digital asset space, they demand solutions that have prioritized security and compliance, given the high level of regulatory requirements in different jurisdictions. That's another thing with smart contract capabilities that will be on some of these bank coins. They can ensure that everybody is held to their standard, that their regulations are obeyed. And that's also where AI is going to come in the future. So why you have a lot of these bank coin companies experimenting with the deployment and implementation of AI. That's going to be a little extra like security to make sure that all standards are upheld and fair, right? Fair across the board. So now, wait, let's go here. Okay, wait. We have this one. I told you we have some stuff. Listen to this. Listen. This person, as well as people like me, are not the only ones who think this. This is why the big companies are getting in position. And here's another thing that was interesting. They said the selling that happened, that has been happening with Bitcoin and a lot of altcoins. This is what the article said, right? I was reading a few of them, and they said that the big companies were doing a little bit of selling, and then like the smaller people were buying it up, and I remember I said that they might bring it down a little bit. I'm not sure how far they'll go. I don't think they can really do much right now, to be honest, but they were bringing it down a little bit to halt it slightly so other companies can get in position. Now they see it's real. Like they're like, oh, okay, well, the rocket is ready to go off. We better get in position a little bit more quickly, get a little bit more a little quickly so they can have the bulk of the profits. At least that's what they think. Right. And it looks like that's what's been happening. This pure manipulation across all markets. I mean, maybe you disagree with that. That's just what I see. I think there's pure manipulation across all markets. This is no different. But now this article says this, and Andreessen Horowitz says future of crypto in the U.S. is bright. Haven't I been saying that? You got to look past the tree and see the forest. I'm telling you, it looks like everything has the setup. It's changing right now. The energies are changing. Regulations will be changing. The heads of regulatory agencies will be changing. The governmental people the people that run the governmental infrastructures are changing. So, and everything looks like is going into the positive for crypto. They say everything has its seasons. It looks like our spring and summertime are coming up. This could be huge. It says, sees digital asset pathway to regulatory clarity. And when that happens, oh my goodness, there's so many of these ready to go off. And a lot of people will come back because they know these projects are super solid. They know they're money makers, but they have gone away as well because of regulatory hurdles. When they're gone, those people will come back. Those companies will come back. In addition to the companies that have been just increasingly bullish on these things, that's a lot of value flooding into crypto. I'm telling you right now, not to mention huge cash pile on the side. Don't ever forget about that. Top executives at the venture capital giant Andreessen Horowitz believe venture capital giant. So this is important. This is reputable. This is serious business. Why are they saying it now? They're letting the people know now, but how many are actually going to hear this? See, that's the thing. Not a lot of people are going to hear this. They don't know. They see what the market is doing, but they don't know that long-term crypto is super bullish into the future. Just my humble opinion. Have your own, not financial advice. It says, believe the United States is now on the verge of embracing the crypto industry. Yes, because they need it. They waited until they're literally all their institutions are bleeding out to where, like I told people this years ago that they need it. I have videos titled, they literally need it. I think I titled some videos like that because that's what I see. So now there's no turning back. They must embrace crypto overall, DLT overall. We have what they don't, what they require. In a new company blog post, A16Z Crypto's Miles Jennings, General Counsel Michelle Corver, Regulatory Head, and Brian Quintance, Head of Policy, say the outcome of the November U.S. election is favorable for digital assets. Quote, we're very optimistic that the government will now foster innovation. It says here, the industry has criticized. Okay, listen, they go into other details, but there's a lot of variables on the table. Mostly this I'm gonna say what I believe. The small, medium-sized banks, definitely, they want crypto. They've been talking about it a lot, not just crypto. I mean, DLT technology. They want blockchain. They want hash graph. They need it. They want their independence to be able to grow so they're not gobbled up by the big banks. You know, that's been happening for a long time. They want to grow and be just as successful as everyone else. The big banks need it as well because they lack interoperability and they want to continue to dominate. Without that pathway to domination, I mean, right now they're going to fall into a spiral of stagnation and the rest of the world can catch up to them. I won't say the rest of the world can surpass them, but it definitely can catch up to them. And they don't want that. They want to maintain their positioning. It's not just about value, it's about power. The technologies, nothing congeals all the technologies better than we do. We can congeal AI with the quantum computing, as well as smart contract capabilities, speed, easeability of deployment. These are things that we've been shearing up for years. You can't beat us if you're just going to run for 3, 4, 5 months, a year. When we've been shearing these things up and making sure everything was sharp and the best of the best for some of these companies, 8 to 10 years, some of these companies, 7 years. This is all that they do. They don't do anything else. So there is no one better than us. So yes, so sure, there is definitely a future of domination because of all the hard work that has been put in, all the partnerships that have come together, where it's made DLT companies like Ripple, Quant, Solana, Chainlink, etc. You know, all the usual suspects. They made them the best of the best and put them in a position that no one else has ever been in history. That's why there's the possibility of trillions scaled into quadrillions at some point, if everything goes accordingly. That's why that's there. That's why I don't see how there will ever be anything like this again. I don't know when the massive explosion really happens. Maybe this was a start, but I just know there's the possibility of it there. And I'm excited about it. So now, wait, let's go here. We didn't cover any of the big dog, Bitcoin. Let's get to that Bitcoin news here. All right. Now, this article is titled Arthur Hayes Forecasts Bitcoin Boom as the U.S. embraces state-led capitalism. Hayes argued that Bitcoin's fixed supply makes a superior hedge as U.S. policies shift toward debt-fueled growth and interventionist economics. Anytime I think of Bitcoin circulating supply, I automatically think about Quant's circulating supply, which is lower than Bitcoin's, which is why Quant can always, at any time in the future, and they got some big things they claim are coming up, Quant can explode unlike anything else. So anyway, this just comes to mind. Every time I think about Bitcoin, I think about that. BitMEX founder and former CEO Arthur Hayes believes Bitcoin will continue to outperform traditional assets as the U.S. adopts an economic model that mirrors China's state-led capitalism. Let's scroll down here. Hayes said in a recent blog post that inflation and a weakening dollar will drive Bitcoin's value higher in the coming years as government intervention and debt-fueled growth takes center stage in the U.S. economic policy. We also have to continue to watch BRICS nations. I know that their verbiage has changed, but I don't trust them. I mean, listen, it's one thing to say something. What are your actions telling me? I watch people's actions. You could talk all day. I'm watching your actions. Let's see what you're actually doing. So I'm watching BRICS nations very closely over the next few years to see what they're going to be doing. I don't believe what they're saying about their one common currency as far as them dialing that back. No, I don't believe that at all. If anything, I would say that they'll pull it from the forefront, the front of everything, and they will work on it behind the scenes to make it the best of the best that they possibly could. I just don't see them giving that up. And then, of course, there has always been the focus on local digital currencies. I think they'll continue with that. But obviously, all of that is going to have an effect when it comes to the dollar, the use of the dollar and the power of the dollar around the world. So we're going to see a lot of economic battling coming up that we're going to definitely have to watch. It says, continues here. Hayes expects Bitcoin to benefit significantly as the U.S. government expands its debt to finance industrial and consumer programs. He added that the continued issuance of debt to fund reshoring initiatives, tax credits, and subsidies for domestic companies will increase the money supply, further devaluing the U.S. dollar. My goodness. Hopefully the U.S. can figure out ways to turn things around. Hayes argued that this will create an environment in which Bitcoin thrives, providing an effective hedge against the weakening of fiat currencies. All right, so now let's move on here to this next article, okay? This next article is titled $100,000 Bitcoin? 9 analysts, everybody wants to chime in now. 9 analysts shared their end of year Bitcoin predictions, With Bitcoin rallying almost 30% in the last week, analysts are now setting their sights on where they expect Bitcoin to end at the end of the year. All right, wait. Let's scroll down. So Linux Lai, or Linux Lay, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, the global chief of commercial officer of crypto exchange OKX, says he expects Bitcoin to reach a price of, quote, beyond $100,000. Once again, we reached up here to these higher prices so quickly. It went much quicker than I anticipated. Quote, we're seeing signals of a potential paradigm shift into the next growth phase. At the time of speculation, Bitcoin is trading at 89,000. We saw that earlier. That was at 88,000, something like that. Let's go here. Tony Sycamore is saying low to mid 90,000 region. Wait, what? Wait a minute. What did it touch? Did I see wrong? Am I snapping? I don't have the charts up in front of me. I could have sworn. All right. Well, let me see. When was this written? 7 hours ago. He's saying 90, low to mid 90. Okay, I'll see what he's saying. My apologies. I thought he was saying 90,000. I'm like, wait, didn't Bitcoin pass 90,000? Let's move on, folks. Let's move on. Josh Gilbert from eToro says $100,000. What do you folks out there think? What do you think? Where do you think Bitcoin's price is going to go? Wait, what? What in the world? Wait a minute. Let me drop this on you. Ki Young Ju, Crypto Quant CEO Ki Young Ju offered a more bearish outlook. Is a wildly bearish outlook on price action for Bitcoin in the next few months. In the November 9th post, 2x Key said he expects Bitcoin to close the year at 58,974. You think it's going to drop that low? A correction like that? I'll say this. See, now I could take that and I could absorb the negative energy from that, or I could see this tree and look beyond and see the forest. Now, this is the tree. The forest is, if it goes that low, those companies will gobble it up, fueling Bitcoin up for an even bigger explosion in the future. That's exactly what would happen. We've seen the pattern. All of the pro companies that follow who purchases Bitcoin when the dip happens, they came out with articles recently. We read them on the channel. And they said that the big companies, every time there's a dip, look that up. Every time there's a dip, the big companies were buying the dip. Why would that stop? It goes that low. You think they're not going to continue? They would increase it. Pav Humdal of SwiftX is predicting $103,000 by the end of the year. Guy Armani, we may have to end the video with this here. I don't have enough time for the other articles. I had a Solana article. I had some other stuff lined up, but Guy Armani of HDI Fund is saying around $100,000 a year. Wait, what is he saying here? He says, with Bitcoin potentially surprising us, wait a minute. Oh, into 2025, Bitcoin could surprise people to reach as high as $250,000. My word. Do you know what the rest of crypto would do if that happened? Boom. So Maddie Greenspan, and this will be the last one we do here, I think, of Quantum Economics, CEO of Quantum Economics says, wait, where's his price prediction? I don't see it, folks. Said Bitcoin had been, quote, shrugging off, unquote, extremely bullish fundamentals and consolidating rather than climbing for most of this year. Okay, we know that. Well, what's your prediction? Arguing against the commonly held sentiment that this bull run could be over in a matter of months, Greenspan said he expects crypto's upward trajectory to last a long time. They're all coming out and saying it now. They're all coming out and saying they're bullish. We had the guy earlier. What was his name? Andreessen Horowitz saying it. Now we have like 9 other. Who are they? How do they phrase these people? 9 analysts telling you all of them different from different companies saying they believe Bitcoin and crypto is bullish long term. They're all telling you now. Doesn't mean you have to believe it. Doesn't mean you have to agree. There's going to be ups and downs, of course. But this is what they're saying, folks. Make up your own mind about how you feel about that. And we'll end off with this. Ben Simpson of Collective Shift is also saying $100,000. There's much more here. You go read the rest of this on Cointelegraph. It's literally titled 100,000 Bitcoin price analysts make Bitcoin price prediction for end of year. So on the front page, You have a few more there if you're interested in hearing everybody else's opinions or where Bitcoin's price can go. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.